Title: Marvel's Hero Project. Cover: corner box shows the Marvel logo with the Hero Project's H icon and number 1 below. Tokata, a Lakota teen girl, stands in rural South Dakota, arms on her hips, smiling proudly. Purple and white energy crackles around her. She is wearing a black jacket and pants, an orange t-shirt, sneakers, and hoop earrings. The Badlands are visible in the distance. A caption reads, "Behold, the thrilling Tokata, teller of the truest tales." Page 1. Panel 1. Tokata is walking down a dirt road, wearing a backpack. A jeep is parked off the road, and small buildings are visible in the distance, as well as a water tower. Caption: Pine Ridge Reservation, South Dakota. A place rich with stories, including that of a girl named Tokata. Panel 2. Tokata is outside her school, passing by a school bus. 4 other kids around her age are standing outside the bus. An older couple is walking away from the kids, their shoulders slumped in disappointment, as the kids throw up their hands and roll their eyes. Girl 1.
Whatever.
Girl 2.
Ugh.
Tokata looks at the kids, holding up her hand, confused. Tokata.
What was that about?
Panel 3. Tokata stepped closer to the kids, one of whom, a girl, is speaking to her while shrugging. Girl 1.
You know some old folks here. Can't go 5 seconds without talking about the old ways.
Tokata's eyes are lit up with excitement and curiosity. Tokata.
Well, what were they trying to say?
Girl 1.
Who knows? Who cares? The old ways are gone.
Panel 4. Tokata smiles, but the other kids roll their eyes once more. Tokata.
No, it's the opposite. Our world is the result of everything that came before us.
Girl 2.
You sound like my grandmother.
Tokata.
Thank you.
Panel 5. We're looking down at Tokata. She gazes up at the sky, beaming with pride, her arms held aloft. Around her are waves of purple and white energy. Above her is a hazy, translucent image, bathed in purple, of an elderly Lakota couple from centuries ago. Tokata.
I get it. I used to feel the same, until I realized how sharing our stories can help people change how they see the world. Like the Lakota story of an elder couple, No Moccasins and her husband, Three Horns.
Page 2. Panel 1. The other kids are watching as Tokata continues to hold her arms up, smiling. The hazy image of No Moccasins and Three Horns is now sharp and clear. Tokata.
The village knew him to have been a great warrior, but only knew of No Moccasins' later years as a nurturing grandmother. But in Three Horns' final days, he shared a story of his wife few had known, of her incredible bravery as a young woman.
Panel 2. The kids are looking on in amazement as Tokata has formed a new image of Three Horns locked in a crude wooden cage, reaching out to No Moccasins, who stands outside the cage in a cloak and hood, reaching back toward him. The kids are in the middle of the action, standing just feet from the image. Caption: Tokata.
When Three Horns had been captured and forced into labor by hostile people who had settled to the south, No Moccasins had disguised herself and traveled for days to reach her husband. She had hidden more disguises and weapons to use in their escape.
Panel 3. Tokata continues to tell her story standing at the edge of a riverbank next to the school. The other kids watch on, now fascinated and clearly engaged. Next to them is the image of 2 indigenous warriors from another tribe, one on horseback. They are looking down at a pair of moccasins left on the riverbank. Caption: Tokata.
She even left a false trail for their enemies to find, to lead their search in the wrong direction. And that is how she came to be known as No Moccasins. There was so much more to this incredible woman than most in the village had ever realized. And her story reveals such bravery and clever thinking.
Panel 4. As the kids watch on, the image of Three Horns and No Moccasins being reunited appears. They lean into each other, love in their eyes. Caption, Tokata.
It reminds me that our people have always been resilient.
Panel 5. Tokata is facing us, one arm reached out as she continues her story. Flanking her are the images of 3 horns and no moccasins, and behind them dozens of other indigenous people from throughout history. Caption, Tokata.
And the struggles of those before us offer insight or inspiration toward our problems today, especially in the strength they draw from standing together.
Panel 6. The images are gone, and Tokata and the kids are once more standing by the school bus. Behind them, we see that several indigenous elders have joined them. The kids are all smiling widely, and the elders look pleased. One of them has a hand on a girl's shoulder as he speaks to the group. Elder.
But do not wait for times of hardship. Take time to learn more about who we are as a people anytime you can.
Page 3. Splash page. Tokata lifts her arms up once again, flanked on both sides by children and elders. Above her, in the purple and white energy, are several new images of her indigenous ancestors. A 19th century man on horseback, a woman standing at a podium and microphone, a doctor examining a child with her stethoscope, a man scaling a treacherous rock climb. Under it all, Tokata is smiling, eyes wide, her shirt now emblazoned with the Marvel's Hero Project H logo. Tokata.
There is an inner strength within you, within all our people. It has helped us all in times of hardship because we are stronger as a community than alone. Our history comes alive through the stories of our elders, and our past can lead us all toward a better future.
Credits. Writer James Asmus. Artist Francesco Mobili. Colorist Chris Sotomayor. Letterer VC's Joe Sabino. Cover artist Francesco Mobili. Print production Mara Pantano. Custom coordinator Devin Deaver. Project manager, editor Catherine Brown. Project manager, editor Darren Sanchez. Editor-in-chief CB Cebulski. Chief Creative Officer Joe Casada. President Dan Buckley. Executive Producer Alan Fine. Special thanks to John Cirilli, Stephen Wacker, and Liza Wiles.